Good morning, I'm Will and welcome back to the Baldbookgeek. Here is a recent read / wrap up thingy. It's been kind of a weird reading week overall and, well, weird reading few weeks to be honest, and kind of tiring to say the least on the subject. So a lot's been going on. Let's tease you guys, shall we? So the first thing I read was Chinatown, Left Cloud Peril. This is a modern Pulp Fiction, which I'm doing a video about the Pulp Fiction and the history of the paperback and everything in one go, that is actually very good. I don't think it's as strong as it could be. The pacing of this is a little bit strange, but once you get into it, I really enjoyed it. I like the writing style, and actually I like this kind of Pulp Fiction detectives. So it's a fictional Pulp Fiction of two of the people responsible for Pulp magazine, and that's, I mean, Google it. It's amazing, but I am doing a video on Pulp Fiction. Genuinely really enjoy this type of book, and you can just spend hours getting lost in these sort of detectives and stuff like that. Yeah, this is a good read. I don't know if I'll go back to it. It's one of those, but we'll see. Heartstream. This book gave me nightmares in the best way possible. And so I'm going to read the synopsis. Amy is a star. She uses Heartstream to broadcast every moment of her mother's illness. In its realness, rawness, reality TV imaginable, and it's everywhere. One day, at her mother's funeral, she goes home to find a fan of hers in the kitchen. She's rigged herself and the house with explosives. She is waiting to talk to Amy for a long time. This is about obsession, celebrity, and it's creepy in places. I mean, this really gets under your skin. We see this kind of level of fandom and just creepiness from people a lot, especially on sites like Reddit and Tumblr. And, you know, I'm a fan, I'm a diehard fan, this is my fandom, I'm obsessed, and that's what this is. And it's when that obsession crosses into some really weird territory. Celebrity stalkers are us. That's what I'm going to say. But this is genuinely one of the best books I've read in a long time, and I was shocked by it. I didn't think I was going to find it. I knew I'd like it because I was aware of the writer and I've read some of their papers and seen some stuff by them. And obviously White Rabbit, Red Wolf. But this really will get under your skin in a really... I know I'm using the word really a lot, but it will do. There is no way around this, so... Read Heartstream. Bone Garden I read. This was a weird one. Like, I really enjoyed the book, but I found the writing a little bit all over the place. So essentially, like it says on the front, it's a fairy tale. It's a dark, gothic fairy tale. And it's really brilliantly written, but it's so... I don't know, I think it's one of those books you have to be in the mood for. And it's dotted with these, like, letters and notes throughout. And it's just genuinely a nice book. And I like this kind of Tim Burton-esque gothic fairy tale, but I don't know, get the juices flowing as much as I thought it would. I read it on the train. It's a really easy read. I mean, I burst through this in like an hour and a half to give you an idea of how easy it is to read, and maybe that's why I didn't quite click with it. I would give it a good review. I didn't click with it because the writing was all over the place, and that's just my pet peeve in books. But it's definitely on that recommended list. Like, maybe I think I'm going to hold on to this one and go back to it because maybe I just wasn't in the right mood. And when you're reading with a kid behind you screaming, it does take the mood out of the book. So I'm going to do a reread of this and come back to it because I think I need to. The Bone Season. This is... So I tried reading this before and didn't get on with it, and I read her last book. Oh, the lesbian dragon thing. I can't think what it's called. Priory of the Orange Tree. And was not blown away by it, to say the least, on the subject. It was very much fantasy by numbers. It wasn't this game-changing, amazing fantasy that everyone said it was. The Bone Season... Why I like the idea, I like the premise, the sort of magical realism vibe to it, and a bit of urban fantasy. What I hated is her writing style. She repeats information, like something said, the characters will say it, then another character will say it, and then it's reaffirmed in the scene building, and you're like, but you don't, it's been done and said, we don't need it 5 times in a row. I also dislike some of her characters. She tends to write these really strange characters that you either love or you hate. And there's a few characters, especially the background characters in this, I really loved. But the main character just annoyed me to the point of, yeah, it didn't... I mean, I would kind of compare this to a grown-up Mortal Instruments. And I don't mean that in a good way. And I'm going to get hate for not liking this. I don't like her writing style. It just gets really frustrating. So this is definitely the weakest book I've read in a very long time. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's pretty. I mean, the cover's gorgeous, but yeah, this will be going to a charity shop. Sorry. Yeah, that's what I've been reading. Tell me if you've read them, what did you think? And comment as always. I've got a couple of things coming up, including I'm going to be doing a video on William Gibson's work, and I'm going to be doing a video on cyberpunk again, which will be about cyberpunk reads, and I'm also going to be doing some stuff on Pulp Fiction and paperbacks and all of that. So keep it coming, guys. Like and subscribe for more. I do videos every Monday and Thursday, and sometimes on a Saturday if I'm feeling particularly talkative. So I'll talk to you later. Bye.